All of praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash, and Abuhana to Zeld, and Apostle of Internation, who do well, peace, blessing, salvation, to the Akim, who are pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven, and being on the forefront of this spiritual world to make sure Jerusalem is established as a place again here on earth, without forgetting you, women and children who are listening well, under the order of the men of the Lord. I have the continuation of Christianity. I did a lesson just a few minutes about Christianity, man, and the one of the drug in which Christianity induced to our people is to think that is a letter of Paul we are written to actual Gentile. But right now we are seeing people are starting to understand the so-called mystery of the Gentile. You see, the mystery of the Gentile is being understood even to the common people of the nation of Israel. And this is a woman, Cleopatra Jones, man. He identified herself as an Israelite. I think she is from America, man. If you see people like this, man, who were given the smallest portion of this truth, or the smallest lot about the scriptures, they only know they are Israelites and they can quote few scriptures, man. Unlike men is like from the DMS and the DTA and the men of Valor. You see, these people were given the smallest lot, man, to understand the scripture, but they know of a topic which was controversial, man. And when you go back in 1 West and the house of David, this topic was controversial, man. It was one among the topic which brought about the split of 1 West, man. You see, who was a Gentile in Paul's letter, man. But right now you are seeing even the commonest, the common people in Israel, in the nation of Israel, are starting to understand a topic like the mystery of the Gentile. This is another indicator that that covering case which was thrown by Esau to our people's face is starting to be taken off, man. And this is through the will of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, and the order of priesthood, man, who was the elect of the nation of Israel, aka your teachers, man, starting with the apostle of Great Wisdom and the brothers on down who are pushing the true doctrine, like men is of valor, man, in which the salvation of the nation of Israel will come through them by being a shepherd, man, over the sheep of the nation of Israel, man. That's why you see people are starting to catch on, man. It will come to a point when these people, the common people in Israel, they will be willing, man. Like people will be willing the day of the power, man. So let's go. This tell you we are at the end of this shit, man. Let's go up and let's see some few. This is Daven Adam, man. The Ephesians are Greek, just like I am called. Because this sister asked first. The Ephesians were Greek, were Greece, you see, and he have my take from that question is he have doubt, man, and he wanted someone to answer for him, man, to confirm his doubt. Maybe in her head he was thinking like it can't be, they can't be Greek, man, because when you go back to the Old Testament, man, there is no way a natural born Gentile can obtain salvation. But when you come to the letters of Paul is telling you Gentile can be saved, Greek can be saved. So if you are light in your head, you need to ask, why does the Bible contradict itself? You see, why does the Bible contradict itself? So let's go. Ephesians are Greek, just like I'm called an American. So just like how I'm called a Tanzanian, the same thing with the people in Ephesians. They were Israelites living in Ephesians. That's a good answer. You see, let's go. This you have this dude, this Masha. That's a fool. He is telling this dude that you are a fool, but he himself is a fool. Cleopatra, who posted this post, he came and say, why did the Jew get upset when they suspected Paul of bringing an Ephesian into the temple to teach him? They tried to have Paul killed for bringing in a Greek, so he don't know full yet about the mystery of the Gentile. Back in the day, you have the Jews of the circumcision and the Jew which were uncircumcised. The Jews of the circumcision are those who were following the laws, statutes, and commandment as we were given through King Masha, going back to the wilderness. And the Jew who were uncircumcised are the Jew who started following the Gentiles, the ways of the Gentiles. So it was a separation, man. And the Jews of the circumcision hated the Jews who were uncircumcised. And that's why they were trying to kill Paul. Another dude came, Gideon Baruch, Israel, Cleopatra Jones. He answered to Cleopatra, Israel living as a Greek sister, lol, because they looked at them as heathen. Ooh! And this is an average Israelite. This is Ishaya Yasharala. Cleopatra Jones, he answered, because they looked at them as heathen, even though they weren't. You see, even a common Israelite now is starting to understand the mystery of the Gentile. And you have big people like people from YSAPK and this other camp. They call themselves general, commanding, and whatever name they call them. They don't understand the simple thing. Like how the Apostle Gaba was going. You claim to be this big Israelite, but you don't even understand the smallest thing, man. Like this is a common, basic thing you need to understand as an Israelite. You see? This is Yeshaya Ben Loya. They consider them to be uncircumcised heathen because they follow the ways of the Gentiles. You see? Let's continue. This is Zechariah, Israel. Ephesian are Hellenized Jews. Let's open this. Daven Yadam, he answered, preach. That is Jacob. And Cleopatra, he laughed. Let's see. This Masha blood is a bug out, is here again. You have Tony Walker, you have average Israelite, man, who only knows they are Israelite and they can quote few scriptures. They know the mystery of the Gentile, man. This is to tell you we are at the end of this. Israelites are coming together as that one stick, man. What does scattered abroad mean then? We are called American, but we know we aren't. Ooh, fact. Wherefore, remember that he being in time past Gentile in the flesh, who are called uncircumcised, by which is called circumcision. You see, we have scripture over here. I don't need to go to the Bible to open scripture. They put the scripture. Called the circumcision is the flesh made by hand, that at all time we were without Christ, being alien from the commonwealth. Ephesians 2 and 11 to verse 12. I did a lesson on this a few weeks ago, the last week or whatever. The last week I did a lesson on this, and I read Ephesians 2, 11 and 12. You see that at time you were Christian without Yahweh, being alien from the commonwealth of Israel, the Israelites of the diaspora, commonwealth of Israel, and a stranger to the covenant of the promise, having no hope and without God, the word. When they heard these things, they held their peace and glorified God, saying, then has God also to the Gentile granted repentance unto life. Now they which were scattered abroad upon the persecution that arose about Stephen, traveling as far as Phoenician, Cyprus, and Antioch, preaching the word to none but unto the Jews only. This is Acts 11, 18 and 20. And some of them were men of Cyprus and Cyrene, which they were called Antioch, spake unto Greece, preaching the Lord Yahweh, man. So people now they know how to integrate these scriptures, man. You see, because the topic of the mystery of the Gentile, it requires a very powerful navigation, man. Because if you lose your navigation, you will be lost in the middle, man. It requires foothold. You need to understand certain terminology, like the Jews of circumcision, the Jews uncircumcised, who are the first Christian, who is the natural born Gentile, and who is a Gentile in a state of mind. Why did the Israelites came to be uncircumcised? You need to go to the book of the Maccabean, man. Those wicked Jack who made a covenant with the heathen, man. That's the word where the word Hellenization come. And that word, there is no Greek or Jews. That word Greek goes back to being Helen. You see? You see? This is Chaka William. Nope, just Jews that were Hellenized. Boom. They were Israelites living as Gentile sisters. The Bible written Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Lol. Luke 23:38. And the superscription also was written over him in letter of Greek and Latin. Hebrew Jew is the king of the Jew. You see? This is the king of the Jew. You see? This is John 19:20. This title then lead the men of the Jew for a place where Yahweh was crucified was nigh to the city, and it was written in Hebrew and in Greek and Latin. So, you see, the place where Yahweh was crucified, that cross he was going to that. This is Aki Mathias Hagabal. Paul was speaking to Israelites in Ephesians that took on the custom of Greek and lived as heathen. This is truth is mainstream, man. Cleopatra, the one who posted this post. What scripture says that? Do you have a precept I can check? This is the problem with women, man. You see? Delusion with no biblical precept is false. Self-exaltation is idolatry. You know, women. When a woman have a platform, he wants to question everything. He said, he just gave you two scriptures on his comment. Don't do like Zan Ashworth. So this you see another. This is Yaneli Alaizi Dalhao, Greek Israelite. He quoted John 3:6. He says there are many Israelites sold into the Grecian. You see, Greeks. So those Israelites there became Greek by nationality or in language and custom. I am getting excited about this. He's saying scripture. This sister don't understand that you need to know the history first. You can't quote scripture without knowing the history. The children also Anaeli, Alais, Duhalo, he came Joel 3:6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecian, that you might remove them far from the border. You see, let me see if the record is going on. See, this is Chaka William again. They were Israelites that took on Greek custom just as you do in America. You see, Second Maccabean 6:9. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath day on ancient feast, or to profess himself or to be a Jew. And in the day of the king birth, every month they were brought by better constraint to eat of the sacrifice, that when the fast of the Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in profession to Bacchus, carrying Eve and Moab. They went out in a decree to the neighbor city of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jew, and they should observe the same fashion and be partaker of their sacrifice. And whose would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen to present day. When you quote again First Maccabean, let me go and get it, and then we'll come back here. So that quoted Second Maccabean 6. I will substantiate it with First Maccabean 1, starting at verse 11. In those days went there out Israel wicked men who persecuted men, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are found around about us. But since we departed from them, we had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward therein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place exercised at Jerusalem according to the custom of the heathen, and they made themselves uncircumcised. That's where there is the Jews of the circumcision and the Jew who were uncircumcised, and they forsook the whole covenant, and they joined themselves to the heathen, and they were sold to do mischief. Let us nail it with First Corinthians 12, man, and the 2, it say, you know that you were Gentile carried away unto this damp idol, even as you were led. So from there, let's go back to Facebook. Let's go back to Facebook, man. So back to Facebook. This dude, they quoted the second Maccabean 6:6-9, and I went to substantiate it with First Maccabean, first starting at verse 11 on down, and First Corinthians 12:2. You see, a so-called Greek sat at the feet of our ancestor as the nature of Greece. And that's why the Apostle Gabar told you have people who can't differentiate who is a true Grecian and a Greek who followed the Grecian custom. This Cleopatra who posted this scripture. Let me read. Galatians 3:26. He say, "For ye all are children of God by faith in Yahushua. For as many as you have been baptized into Yahushua, you have put on as anointed. There are in neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, they are all one in Christ. As ye be Christian, as Abraham's seed, and this according to the promise." The same thing. They don't know this word Greek here. You see, this is word Greek here. Let's go and break it down. Ultra he brought in Galatians 3:28. It says, "There is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Yahushua." So let's go and break that down. So the word in Greek over there, the word in Greek is Helen. See, this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. Who is a Helen, man? Who is a Helen? Helen. This is a strong G 1672. See.
Strong's G 1672. Helene.
So we have definition number 2. In a wider sense, is a name embrace all nations, not Jews, that made the language, custom, and the learning of the Greek their own in the primary reference to the different region and the worship. So you have Jew who learned of the custom of the Greek. You see, by extension, a Greek-speaking person, especially a non-Jew, Gentile Greek. You see, let's go. So it simply means a Helen. See, and who is a Helen, man? We read it in the book of the Maccabean, man. People who followed a Greek custom. People who followed a Greek custom. So let's go on. So let's see. He said, keep reading Galatians furthermore. Started at the beginning of chapter 3, especially verse 23 and 26. So he brought in Galatians. So he say, so why make a distinction if they were all seed of Abraham? Get up of that high horse, the Most High head and pluck. So this woman, man, this is a problem with women, man. Ishaya, they are still dealing with this whore right here, because they were circumcised and keeping this custom. He doesn't understand that, man, because he is blinded. He answered and said, "I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Boom. Does that mean to say the other were found? See, Ishaya again. No, the lost sheep is the whole nation of Israel. They were all lost. See, so like now we are all Gentiles, man, in a state of mind. So Jeremiah 15:16, Ishaya, my people have been a lost sheep, the shepherd who caused them to go astray. they have turned them away on the mountain. They have gone from mountain to hill, you see. They have gone from one country to another, learning the ways of this heathen. So we became Gentile in a state of mind. They have forgotten their resting place, man, which are the law, statutes, and commandments, and the true wisdom knowledge according to the scriptures, man. Chaka William, Cleopatra Jones, he answered for this with human. All Abraham's seed are not the children of the promise. Romans 8 and 10. I say in truth, I lie not, my conscience, yes, bearing witness, the Holy God, that I have reached heaven and continue sorrowing in my heart. For I could wish that myself were cast from Christi, for my brethren, Christi, which is Yahweh, for my brethren, my kinsmen, unto the flesh, you see. So Paul was about his kinsmen. So this chick is quoting Galatians, which is recently written by Paul, but he don't know the mission of Paul, man. The mission of Paul, you find it in Romans 9, starting to verse 1, man. That Paul he wishes that he was a cast with Christ for his kinsmen according to flesh, man. For you people who like to quote Abraham's seed according to flesh, you see, you don't understand, man, that the whole nation will be saved through Abraham, like how Abraham had faith. Those the whole nation talking about Israel, man, because Israel are all over the earth, man, all over this nation. You see, and who are Israel, to whom pertains the adoption and the glory and the covenant and the giving of the law and the favor of God and the promise? Who are the father and whom was concerned the flesh? Christ came, who is over all God is blessed forever. Amen. Not as though the word of God Yahweh has taken none effect, for they are all not Israel which are Israel. Neither because they are seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac thy seed shall be called. See, that's why you know the breakdown of Abraham, all nation will be saved. You see, that's a facade, man. That's not true. Which is the children of the flesh, they are not the children of God, but the children of the promise, counted for the seed. Chaka William came back, share sharp. They want white privilege in both kingdoms, you see. So, continuing on. They hit house Romans 9 and 6, this Cleopatra. Not as though the word of God has taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are Israel. Some are blinded. See? So they hit him with mercy within 9 and 10. And they think not to say within yourself, we have Abraham to our father, for I say unto you, that God is able of this stone to raise up children unto Abraham. And see, it was going into the election. See? The election. See? See? Let's continue. This is Rob Martin. Know your background before you take ground to some stupid shit. Now what is this? Greek speaking Jew, you see? Helen original noun masculinity, Hellenization, Greek Jew, Greek speaking Jew, you see? That is one who can speak Greek only, not Hebrew. You see? So this dude was just telling you, don't quote scripture without knowing the history. Because he went to know Greek, no Jew, he don't know the word Greek there stands for Helen. And who are the Helen, man? Go back to history, go back to your history, man, before you start speaking some shit here. Chaka William, why are you trying so hard to have white privilege in both kingdoms? You see? Rob Martin, he hit the nail, speaking Greek only, not Hebrew. Why? Because they were not raised to speak Hebrew, just like us out here in America. Boom. And I will close this lesson. This topic is starting to be mainstream. That's why you see people posting chariot and saying the angel are coming, and this different platform, Facebook, you go over there in Instagram, you go over there, every platform, you go on Google itself. If you type in the so-called Jesus was a black man. You have picture coming up, his hair like wool. You see. So this truth is mainstream, man. So let's go and grab some few. Let's go and grab some few scriptures. So this is Psalm 19, starting at 1. The heaven declares the glory of God, Yahweh, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day utter speeches, night unto night he shows his knowledge. This is going to the internet, the World Wide Web. This truth is mainstream right now, man. You have people on Facebook debating the true knowledge, not only they say they are Israelites. The true knowledge, they are breaking it down, going back to the strong covenant. Jet is waking up, man, to the true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Where did they learn that? From Great Millstone. You see, there is no speech, no language where their voice is not heard. Their line is going out through all the world, the earth, man. And today I was watching a video from the Apostle Ty. He was going into that unicorn, that dish which captures the signal, and they send it through that horn, you see, to the firmament, and then they come out down, and they are all to the end of the world. In them that is set a tabernacle for the sun, which as the bridegroom coming out of the chamber and rejoices as a strong man to learn less. He is going forth from the end of the earth, and it is sucked. Ooh, that hit is the spot. He is sucked onto the end of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. You see? So when you do a video, you upload on the YouTube, it goes all over the world, man, like a suck. If somebody clicked, it came to his phone and he listened. You see? You see? That's the unicorn. Let's see. The unicorn. Let me type in the unicorn. Let me see. Don't know if I have typed in the right word, man, because English to me is a second language. This is Job 39:9. Will the unicorn be willing to save thee, or abide by the cliff? Canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the fallow, and will he hallow the val after thee? Will thou trust him because his fence is great, or will thou leave thy labor to him? When we do this video, we trust in the unicorn. We trust that people will watch our videos. You see? So that's why we say the internet is doing the heavy lifting. We don't need to take a plane and go over there to Jamaica, to Brazil, to preach, and then hop on a plane and come back, exhaust people out of money, man. We use our own credit, we buy credit, we upload our video, we trust in the unicorn. This world is going out. See? Will thou believe him when he will bring home thy seed? What seed, man? The unicorn is gathering the seed of Abraham, man, and gathering into thy band. So is this, man. I want to say this truth is the true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is taking a foothold, man, into this social media, man. And the Jake is getting it right now, man. That's why the scripture tells you can't do anything against the truth, man. You have these people, different camp coming against the true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is taught from the Winston, which is a 100% truth. They are trying to come against it, man. But what they are doing is people are researching more and more, and they are coming to discover that the mystery of the Gentiles was talking about Israel foreigner, man. So this, I'll say shalom. I hope you brothers are defined it onto the next